So, good afternoon everyone. I am Mahalakshmi from Samanvay Foundation. I am working as a product engineer here. With me I have Arjun, co-founder of our company, and Imesh, tech lead of our company. So to start with, I would like to start with an introduction of our company. So Samanvay Foundation, what we do is we build open source software products for other NGOs. So we are a team of around 20 members, and our vision and mission is to build open source software products for others. So to explain what we did as part of the cohort, I would like to explain it via a use case. So meet Ratna Bai. So she is a very motivated NGO worker. She's around 50 years of age, and she wants to make sure in a rural Tamil Nadu, in the villages that she serves, all the pregnant women are able to have safe and sophisticated delivery. So all she wants, so she works for ACOM. ACOM is a mid-sized NGO which takes care of maternal and child health in rural Tamil Nadu. So though she is very motivated, right, on a day-to-day basis, what she needs to do is she needs to turn paper registers. So the villages where she's working doesn't have internet connection. She notes down all the lists and tracks them in paper registers. She turns the paper registers to figure out whom she needs to visit, when, who are the high-risk pregnant women who needs referral, etc. So even the NGO admins, right? So this NGO doesn't work in one village, they work in like tens of villages. So there are just not one Ratnabai, there are hundreds of Ratnabais. To know what is happening on the field, to justify their work to the funders and to scale it, right? So it becomes difficult for them to tune their program and justify to others, because they don't get to know real-time updates from the field because everything is on paper. So that's where Avni comes in. So Avni is with Avni, what now Ratnabai can do is, she can just use her phone, open the app, and in the dashboard, Avni has dashboards. So in the dashboard, she can know from the dashboards, okay, who are the high-risk women I need to visit today? Or who needs referral, or who needs immediate actions? When do we need to visit whom? All the data of the women are in her fingertips. Whenever she gets internet connection, she can sync the data to the servers. So now the admins also will get to know what is happening on the ground, and they can justify to the funders. All the data that she enters on the app are validated, and it is error free because NGO, because Avni is not just another field app, it is a job aid. So it is it has validations and intelligent way of scheduling visits, etc. So we are open source, and though my use case is health specific, we are sector agnostic. We have worked for education, legal, sanitation, environment, livelihoods, etc., and many other sectors. We have so far benefited 11 million plus beneficiaries, and we have worked for 70 plus organizations. When I tell 70 plus organizations, we don't build separate app for each and every organization. We are a low-code MIS platform. So we have a web app where one can set up the forms, fields, everything on how it needs to work in the mobile app. So for example, for simple things, you can just drag and drop. For complex things, simple code needs to be written. It is a low-code platform that can be used to set up. We have been recognized as digital public good by the UN among the around 229 other digital public goods. Though we are an established and mature product now, right, we have a bottleneck here that is helping us not reach all the NGOs, that is limiting our reach to more NGOs. To understand the bottleneck more, let's see what Priya, the implementation engineer at Samanvay, does on a day-to-day basis. So in week 1 of Priya, what she does is she gathers the requirements from the NGO and she writes down a specification document to make sure the requirements that she has understood from the NGO is inline and correct and is in a standard format. That happens in first 2 days itself. That's simple. Now she needs, for the specification document, everything that is captured needs to be set up on Avni so that it starts working in the mobile app. So for this, any mid-sized organization will have like around 20 forms, and each form will have like 20 different fields. So it becomes 400 fields. And for adding validations and configuring when each form to should display for whom and when, everything, right? It takes around 2 to 3 weeks of work for Priya. And every single day that increases for Priya, right, it means additional cost for the NGO, and it means we will become less and less accessible for NGOs like ACOM. And this is where, right, as an established digital public good, we want it to be reachable for everyone, whoever is in need, or for all Ratnabais who are on the field. So that is where we were wondering, what if we convert all these requirements to the app automatically using the AI? What if Priya, right, doesn't need to type each and every validation? All she needs to do is it gets automatically converted to app. Needs to do is just review what is getting converted and generated by the AI. So that is where what we did is the requirements to specification, since it is just 2 days of work, we kept it for next phase. The specification to Avni app, currently we have just started the pilot, and that is something we have automated using our AI as part of AI cohort. And we think with this, at least 50% of effort will become less for Priya to set up the app. So this is the ACOM, where it has like 32 forms and so many validations, like around 300 validations and rules that needs to be set up on the web app. So without Avni AI, it has taken 2 to 3 weeks. With Avni AI, for the first app, to get the first app version working, Priya can get it working in the first day itself. And then she can refine it, validate, get feedback from the NGO, and go to field later. Yeah. So now we can see a live demo of how this works. So this is a specification document. This is an example of a specification document where there are different fields and there is free text conditions. For example, we have this last menstrual period, and that it can't be in future date. So these are the different forms that needs to be configured on the app. So all I'm currently going to do is drag and drop the specification document into the app, and I'm telling it to generate the app. This is the Avni web app platform. So it has started to build the app now. So it has taken few seconds, and then it asks for confirmation. So what it does is, so here if we see, there are, in Avni, we can't have two fields of the same name because it will confuse the user. So someone who writes the specification document will not know these limitations because it is all Excel, is free text. So it identifies how the configuration needs to be in the Avni, and it suggests different field names. For example, there is to date of death in the delivery form, and it has, based on the context of the form and other fields, it has suggested a different field: date of death mother, date of death baby. So it has suggested different fields for the whoever is setting up the app. Everything looks fine for me, so I'm applying all the decisions. So now it will again continue from where it left off. So after it has taken few minutes, 2 minutes, and then it has set up, the app is ready to be set up, and I'm uploading the setup. Now it is telling everything is set up, and I can log into the mobile app and start using it. So now I'm logging into the mobile app. I'm just typing my credentials. So here it is getting all the setup that is done from the server to its local mobile app. So here we can see one of the form. After fetching, it takes like a few seconds to fetch it. We can see one of the form, how it is generated and how it appears in the mobile app. These are all the fields that are in the sheet, and it maps to what displays in the mobile app. For example, we have this have you registered with government field. Yeah. So if I mention yes, it shows the registration number field. Only if I mention yes. That is coming from the free text in the Excel sheet. Yeah. And then if I select the last menstrual period, it automatically populates the expected date of delivery. That is again from the free text over there. So I'm just typing some numbers and then typing next. Again, it has scheduled the visit, and now this is again from the free text over here because I have told it to schedule the visit. So now I can save, and it has scheduled the visit for 5th July. So now what Ratnabai can do is, when she does on 5th July in the scheduled visits, it will appear, the ANC visit will appear, and then she will know that whom she needs to meet on 5th July. So this is how Havni app makes the life of users, and we have automated it to make it reach more NGOs as well. So with this, right, Priya can now design more number of help more NGOs to reach field faster. It will cost less for Samanvay, and it will cost less for NGOs as well. And so by that we can also become more and more sustainable and reach more NGOs. So this is the Avni journey so far since 2016, since we were established, and now so far we have reached 75 NGOs in the past 10 years, and in the next 2 to 3 years we want to double our reach. We want to reach another 75 organizations. Currently our sustainability is 50%, and we want to reach it to 75% in the next 2 to 3 years. And all this with Avni AI, we are confident that we can reach this percent, and we will continue to improve our sustainability. With this, I would like to thank everyone, and I am open for questions. Thank you.